My name is Sheridan Halfacre. This is Rcvr Armory, and we're looking at just an Aero M4E1 Lower that we just got in. And it's cool just because it has a PRS Lite Stock on the back end of it. So Aero makes really, really nice lowers. They're not incredibly expensive. They're not bottom of the barrel, and they work excellently, in our opinion. A lot of the full autos that we do are built off of those, and I don't know, it's like a Cadillac, it just doesn't break. It just keeps on going. Magpul, they're essentially like the go-to company for polymer stuff on on ARs, on anything really nowadays, with AKs and Zukov stocks. But this one is the PRS Lite. They had a PRS Gen 1 a while back. They're like $200-300. They're really expensive, but they're super sturdy. This is the PRS Lite. You get rid of a couple of the quick adjust stuff and replace it with you set it and forget it. So instead of quick adjust like your standard AR with just a button and you adjust it, this is designed as a precision stock, so more of like a marksman style stock. So you set it to that shooter, and then you lock everything down with screws and nuts and bolts and stuff. So you lose a lot of the quick adjust stuff, but you gain cheaper, because this was half the price of a PRS 1. But you still have all of the same capabilities, you just don't have all the adjustable stuff. But if it's only one shooter anyway, you set it and forget it. For example, like when I was carrying my M4 in country, I know exactly where it was set every single time, and I never changed it. It always stayed there. So even going in and out of vehicles and stuff like that, it always stayed exactly the same, because I would forget, I'd overshoot or undershoot and just not get it spot on. So I just you just leave it alone. And that's kind of this whole mindset, is you just set it to where you want it and you just leave it alone. So I really like Aero stuff. They've really gotten with, they haven't stuck with one thing, even if it's a bad thing. For example, they've upgraded your bolt lock back here. If anybody's ever built a bolt, like an AR lower, you're always going to have scratches around here because there's a roll pin that goes in there. And they just came up, well, I don't know about these people, but somebody came up with just a better design that's just a stud and a screw, and you just put everything down there and screw it in place. It used to be a roll pin. Because of the roll pin, it's hard to get a roll pin up right against the side of the receiver. It's dumb, and you leave with scratches, and it just looks unprofessional. So I'm glad that Aero went with this design. I don't know if they invented the design or somebody else did. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. But whoever did, awesome, you guys rock. And thank you, Aero, for actually doing that. I wouldn't be surprised if they also went with the threaded back. Oftentimes, when you buy the kits, they're called uh-oh kits or oopsie kits for a reason, because you try to put a little detent under a ton of spring pressure into these little parts, and they just fly off at Mach Jesus into the warp or something. And what they decided to do to help eliminate at least one or two of them is they threaded the hole in the back. I don't know if this one's been threaded. I'm pretty sure they are. I think all of the M4E1s are. M4E1? Yeah, I believe all the M4E1s are threaded. So that just makes it easier. You just put the spring and detent in there, and you just thread a little screw behind it. And you could swap stocks all day long, and you never have to worry about losing that damn itty-bitty screw and detent. Hell, we lost one today. That's how it works. That's why we buy them in packs of 12, because we lose them all the time. Again, I'm Sheridan Halfacre. This is Rcvr Armory, and guns up.